Stranded Nigerians who fled Ukraine to Poland have appreciated the federal government's efforts to evacuate and reunite them with their families in Nigeria. The evacuees made the commendation in separate interviews with journalists before departing the Warsaw International Airport in Poland on board Air Peace Airlines. The news agency of Nigeria, NAN, reports that as at 8:15 a.m., the Air Peace aircraft conveying 180 evacuees was full to capacity. The evacuees, who also narrated their ordeal while trying to flee Ukraine, appreciated the federal government and its mission in Poland for the arrangements. Ms. Eniola Badejo, a student in Ukraine who appreciated the federal government's efforts, appealed for more information and better coordination in the course of the exercise.
We thank the federal government of Nigeria for it has been really tiring because we've been kept through a lot of stress. Many of us traveled all the way from, and listen, I barely slept for 3 hours. We are so stressed, but we thank them though, but we'd like them to do better and give us more information because we are not given so much information. We'd also like them to be more organized next time. We don't pray something like this happens, but in case of the cases, we'd always want them to be organized because many of us are really stressed. I'm just happy to be returning back to my family because I really need to see them. I feel happy and grateful that at least I can go back and see my parents in good health.
Mr. Joseph Chikwado, another student who fled Ukraine, was thankful that he was safe in Poland amidst all the challenges and looked forward to returning to Nigeria.
It was a very rough experience trying to get past the borders because of the weather. Firstly, the weather was very bad. It was very cold and we had to walk very, very long distance. No vehicles to convey us to the border. We got there pretty late, so we had to sleep there in the cold. We had to find ways to warm ourselves, and when we got forward, about to cross, we were sent back by the border guards. So just that alone made it a very, very, very fine experience. But we're happy we're safe now and we're going back to our houses.
Ms. Kela Wengu, a student of Dnipro Medical Institute, Ukraine, said she was lucky to have caught the flight after an earlier cancellation. She explained that she would have missed the flight because she did not register with the Nigerian embassy in Poland upon arrival.
Leaving Ukraine was very tough, will I say. I was actually in another city 2 weeks before the bombing started because from social media telling us, warning us that they were going to invade. I left 2 weeks ago from the city, capital cities. So when I was leaving to the border, I was there for 24 hours in the cold. I had to walk down to the border for 6 hours straight. I stood again for 4 hours straight, getting to the gates. They were just letting only Ukrainian moms and their kids in. So I had to go back and then get another bus to the border again. I left again and still 24 hours to cross the border, but this time I was in the bus, so it was way better. Coming here, I don't know how I got here actually because I was going to miss this flight. I didn't go to the embassy yesterday to write my name down and all. I got here and I was told that the plane was filled up and all. I waited just so, if any opportunity arises. It's a bittersweet feeling. I'm not quite happy about it because I'm leaving school. Ukraine is my home now, since I arrived, it's been great. But at the same time, it's like, at least I'm safe. I'm going home to my loved ones. And thank you for the opportunity to go home.
Nigeria's ambassador to Poland, Christine Ugu, appreciated President Muhammadu Buhari for his swift intervention and release of funds in ensuring stranded Nigerians from Ukraine are successfully evacuated home. Ugu said the embassy in Poland was on top of the situation and have successfully coordinated the first batch of evacuation. The ambassador, however, urged all Nigerians who have made it to Poland to ensure they get ready to be evacuated home rather than remain in Poland.
We've been trying our possible best to convince the Nigerian students that there is need for them to get back to the country than remaining in Poland, to constitute a nuisance. That the federal government is trying their possible best to make them comfortable. And that is why they have made provision for them to be well accommodated in hotels and provided aircraft to convey them back home. For those who refused to, go, I think they will be remaining at their own risk. I want to inform them that they should try as much as possible to cancel their, their wards or children, that they should come back. When the crisis in Ukraine subsides, they will be back to the country. Remaining in Poland will be a difficult thing for them. It is a kudos to Nigeria that Mr. President has granted an urgent flight evacuation of these students.
Ambassador Bolaji Akinremi, leader of the evacuation exercise from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, explained that the March 3 flight was cancelled due to delay in getting all the intending evacuees together from their respective hotels.
The main reason is because of the delay in doing the check-in, because they have to gather them together from different hotels, and by the time we will be ready after the check-in, the crew that have been waiting since 9 a.m. had overshot the hour they should have waited, because they have a duty hour which is allocated to them, and they had waited from 9 to 2 p.m.